Welcome to this ballet conditioning workout. Today we're going to focus on Pilates-based exercises, and we'll throw a few other things in there as well. If you'd like, put down a mat and let's get started. Lay down on your back and let's work on our imprint position. So you're going to take an inhale. On your exhale, imagine your belly button connecting downward, pulling backward towards your spine. Inhale. Exhale, wrapping the abdominals in. Inhale. And exhale, think of a corset, tightening around the waist. All right, we're going to try to deepen our imprint a little more. So take your thumbs, put them on the bottom of your ribs here. Take your little fingers, put them on the top of your hip bones. You want to find those points on each side. You're going to inhale. On your exhale, feel those points get closer together. Ribs pull down, hip bones tip up a little bit because your pelvis is rocking as you do this. Inhale, relax. Exhale, abs wrapping in. And you feel ribs and hips get closer together while the abs stay flat. Inhale, relax back to a neutral position. Exhale, ribs and hips coming together, shortening this line here. Inhale. And once more, exhale, shortening that line. Keep this position, reach the arms down by your sides. You're going to inhale, nod the chin. Exhale, slide the ribs down even a little more, keeping those abdominals flattened in. Inhale, hold, and exhale, coming back down. Inhale, nod the chin. Exhale, rib cage slides down. Fingers reach towards the toes. Inhale, hold. And exhale, back down. Let's do one more ab prep. Inhale, nod. Exhale, flexing up. Inhale, hold. And exhale, coming back down. From here, you're going to let's go ahead and stay in our imprint position here so we can keep working those abdominals a little bit. You're going to flex your foot, slide it down away from you. As you do that, think of this hip bone still pulling upwards. So create that length across the top of the thigh here. And then you're going to pull the heel back in and place the foot on the floor. Let's try the other side. Peel the toes off the floor. You flex the foot, reaching it out. Find that length on the top of the hip. And slide back in. Place the foot on the floor. This time we're going to add some arms. So as you reach the foot out, arms come up overhead. Keep them a little off the floor, and then they're going to circle around and come down by your sides. Let's try the other foot. Peel the foot off the floor, sliding it away. Arms reach overhead, and coming back in. Good, let's try both feet together. Now it's going to be really important you keep this abdominal connection. When you take the legs away, you don't want the low back to pop off the floor here. We want to maintain this abdominal connection. Here we go. So we peel the feet off the floor, slide both legs down, arms reach overhead, and circle around. Place the toes back on the floor. Flex the feet, slide the arm, reach the arms overhead. Feel that length at the back of the knees, and circling around. Once more, peel the feet off the floor, slide them down, and up. Now nod the chin. Slide those ribs down even more, really engaging those abdominals. We're going to peel one foot off the floor. We're going to reach it up so our knees are parallel. Arms now are not quite so far back because my head is up, so they're still over my forehead here. Circle around. Place the foot on the floor. Peel one foot off the floor, reach it out. Circle the arms around. Place the foot back on the floor. Peel the foot off the floor. And bringing it back. Keep that abdominal connection. Peel the foot off, extend the leg, and bend. Inhale, hold, lift a little higher, and exhale, come back down. Reach the arms up and over. Let's just go ahead and take a stretch. You're going to interlace the fingers. You're going to reach the heels out. You're going to lengthen up overhead. You can go ahead and let the abdominals go a little bit here. It's more about this length through the body. And then relax and come back in. Roll over onto your stomach next. We're going to place the hands under the forehead. Squeeze the legs together. Inhale. On your exhale, imagine there's an ice cube under your belly button. So you're pulling the belly button up towards the ceiling now. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lift that belly button up. You're going to keep that position. Inhale, squeezing the legs together. On your exhale, you're going to reach the arms back, separate the legs, and turn them out slightly. I'm looking forwards. Inhale, I come back down. Squeeze the legs together, turn them back to parallel. Exhale, I feel them turning out, reaching side. Inhale, bring the arms in, legs turn parallel. Exhale, reach out. Keep that sense of lift in the belly button as you do this. And come back to parallel. Exhale, lift. Separating the legs, turning them out. Feel those rotator muscles working. And lengthen and lift out. Good, now we're going to stay here. Keep that sense of lift in the abdominals. We're going to lower the body halfway and bring the arms overhead. So we lower halfway and reach back. And lower halfway and reach back. And lower halfway and reach back. And lower halfway. If your back is not bothering you, you're going to reach back and see if you can lift a little higher. And then come down and go into your child's pose. Come to a seated position and let's work on our half roll back. So my knees are bent here. I'm trying to sit up nice and straight out of my hips here. You can extend the legs a little more, bend them a little more, whatever is comfortable. You're trying to let the hips relax. Reach the arms forwards. You're going to deepen into the abdominals. Belly button to spine. Sweep this arm back. And come up. We're going to do the same side again. Abdominals first. That's what initiates the movement. So now my spine is round. And then as I come up, I'm going to sit up straight. This time we're going to circle the arm all the way. So I deepen into the abdominals, reach through the arm. And this time I'm going to hover over. And deepen into the abdominals. Lengthen out through that arm. And round forwards. Let's do the other side. So come back up to your straight spine. Abdominals first. Reach that arm back. And come up to straight spine. And sweep the arm back. It might even brush the floor on the way out. And up. Let's take the circle. Abdominals first. Reaching around. This time we're rounding the spine. Up and over. And keep that round spine as you start to roll back. Lengthen through the arm. Nod the chin. Rounding over. And then stack your spine up from here. Engage the abdominals again. Rolling backwards. Go ahead and pull your knees into your chest, slowly getting into this position here. You can gently hold the back of the thighs while we're getting in position. Next, we're going to do a bicycle. So let's start with a small bicycle. Put your arms down by your sides. You're going to do flex, point, flex, point. It's like you can barely reach the pedals. Point, flex, point. Once you have this coordination, you can reach the legs out a little farther. Flex, point, flex, point, flex. While you're doing this, check that connection between your ribs and your hip bones. Make sure you're feeling them pull together. Flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point. Lengthen out a little farther. Reaching, reaching. Keep your chin tucked into your chest. Once more on each split. Then hug your knees into your chest and let your head rest down. Place your left foot on the floor. Take your right leg up to the ceiling. We're going to place the hands down by your sides. Turn this leg out a little bit. We're going to cross the center line of the body and make a small circle. Let's start with small circles, maybe like the size of a dinner plate. So I'm drawing a circle on the ceiling with my toes. If it's hard for you to hold your leg up here, you can always bend the knee a little bit. Doesn't matter very much for this exercise. Draw the circle, and once more with these small circles. Now reverse the direction, reaching out. As I'm doing this, I'm thinking about stabilizing through the core here. Small circle, and once more. Bend that knee in. Now we're going to lengthen the bottom leg. Reach this leg back to the ceiling. Once again, this knee can be bent or straight. Rotate it out slightly. We're going to take a little bit bigger circles now. You're going to sweep across the body and bigger circle. Sweep across, circle. I'm still trying to stabilize through the hips here. And circle and circle. Let's switch directions. Inhale, reaching out. Exhale, cross the body. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. And last one. From here, bend the knee. Take this hand and you're going to pull it across your body and then look to the other direction. So you're getting a nice twist through the spine. As you come back, you're going to pull that left leg in to catch your right ankle. Grab underneath your thigh here on the left side and pull in towards your chest. If you want a little extra pressure in the stretch, you can use this elbow to push your right thigh open more, so you're turning out your leg basically. Then you're going to place that right foot down on the floor. Pull the left knee in. Lengthen it up to the ceiling. Knee can be bent or straight. Go ahead and rotate the leg outwards. I'm going to cross the center line of the body. Small circles to start. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. If you'd like, you could place your hands on your hip bones. Check to see if they're holding still. You could even check that rib hip bone connection here. Let's go the other way. Inhale. Inhale. Last one. Lengthen this leg down. If you need to bend the top leg, totally fine. Cross the center line of the body. Nice big circles down. Exhale. Inhale, cross. Exhale, sweep around. Inhale, cross. Exhale, around. And once more. Let's reverse the direction. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, sweep around. Inhale. Exhale. Still trying to stabilize here through the hips. It's going to be a little harder with these big circles. Last one. Bend that leg. Take the opposite hand. Pull it across your body and look away from the leg. As you come back, drag that bottom leg in, catching your ankle. Hold underneath this thigh and pull the leg in towards you. Again, you can use that elbow to push the left leg open if you'd like. Place both feet on the floor. We're going to take one slow roll up here. So the arms come overhead, nod the chin, rounding forwards. Bring the hands out over the knees. Keep this rounded shape and just pick up each foot until you're in this balanced position here. We're gonna tie a string from your heels to your sits bones. We pull those feet in and keep it nice and close. You can hold your legs for balance or let go for more challenge. We're gonna inhale, roll back, and exhale, stay. Inhale, roll back. This one is called rolling like a ball. You want to balance at the end. Try to keep that string tight here, even at the end of your roll. 2 more. All right, now you are going to start rolling back with just your body. Bring the arms up and circle around. Come back into this position. And roll back with the body. Arms reach up and over. Bring the body up. If this is too challenging, put your feet down on the floor if you need to. Rolling back and circle around. And once more, rolling back and circle around. All right, we're going to add a little more challenge. So if you need to put your feet down on the floor, you can. Otherwise, let's go for it. Reach one leg out and coming up. We're going to do the same leg 3 times. Reach the leg out and up. And reach the leg out and up. Let's try the other side. Reach the leg out and up. Reach the leg out and circle. And last time. Hug your knees, roll back, and relax. Place your feet down on the floor, and then we're going to go into our shoulder bridge. So you're going to take an inhale, exhale, think of a string on your hip bones, lifting them up towards the ceiling. Inhale, hold, and exhale, come back down. Inhale, exhale, hip bones lift up. Still feel that connection between your ribs and your hip bones. You're going to also feel your hamstrings and your glutes squeezing down here. Inhale, hold. Exhale, down. Inhale, exhale, bridge up. Inhale, hold, and exhale, down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, hold, exhale, down. Inhale, exhale, lift. Keep your knees in parallel. Inhale, hold, exhale, down. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, hold, exhale, down. Let's make it a little harder. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, reach your right toe up to the ceiling. You're going to flex your foot, make your knees match, and then lift the leg back up. This time we're going to lower the body halfway down. So we flex, lower the body halfway down. As we lift the leg up, we push away and lift the body back up. Lower halfway down and lift up. Once more, lower halfway down and lift up. Place the foot down. We're going to take the other leg up. Try one with the body staying lifted. So you just flex and lower the foot, plane and lift. Now we're going to add the body. Lower halfway down and lift up. Lower halfway down. Don't touch your glutes to the floor. Lift. Lower halfway down, lift, lower halfway down, and lift. Place that foot on the floor, lift the hips, feel that little extra squeeze in the glutes, and then come back down. We're going to roll back up to the seated position, so you can keep your legs on the floor planted, or if you want to challenge yourself a little more, lengthen them out. Nod the chin. Reaching through the arms, rounding up slowly. And then once you arrive here, you're going to stack up your spine and sit up straight. So you want to be able to keep this lumbar spine lengthened upward. If you're rounding back a little bit, go ahead and bend your knees or go sit on a yoga block. Reach the arms out in front of you. We're going to go ahead and stack the elbows. We're going to twist to one side. Inhale, center. Twist to the other side. Inhale, center. I'm not moving my legs at all. They're staying in place. Check and make sure your heels aren't sliding. And good. Bend the feet in. This time we're going to add a lengthen with the opposite leg. So as I twist this way, I'm going to reach out, and now I'm going to get a little more spiral through the body. And center. Other side, lengthen through that heel. And center. This time you're going to pull one elbow back like you're pulling back a bow and arrow. And other side, reach forward through those fingertips. And in, let's do one more each side like this. So you flex the foot. And center. Last time. Center. And then roll back down. Pull your knees into your chest. Nod the chin. Flexing up, finding that nice imprint position here. We're going to take the legs up towards the ceiling. Flex the feet. Let go of your arms. So we're going to do a little footwork here while we hold this position. We're going to go demi-point, point, demi-point, flex. If you feel stable with your core, take the legs out a little farther. Demi-point, reach the toes, demi-point, flex. Demi-point, point, demi-point, flex. Demi-point, point, demi-point, flex. Demi-point, point. Really lengthen through the feet as you do this. So demi-point, stretch through the toes. Demi-point, think of reaching through the heels. Demi-point, point, and demi-point, flex. Stay here. You're going to rotate out to first. Turn back to parallel. Rotate out, parallel, rotate, parallel. Feel those legs wrapping around here. Notice how your turnout is coming from your thigh muscles and your rotators squeezing around. Rotate first, hug your knees into your chest. Come onto your hands and your knees. We're going to take a little flexion through the spine, so that means you round your spine like a cat. And then take extension through the spine. And flexion. Notice how your abdominals are working when you're in flexion. And extension. And flexion. And extension. From here, you're going to come halfway. So wrap those abdominals in. So you're in a nice neutral spine with a flat back. You're going to take one leg out and you're going to reach it straight back. Then you're going to flex your spine, curling it in. And then you're going to reach it out, turn it out a little bit, and you can put a little extension in the spine. Just make sure you're still supporting your abdominal muscles here. Think of wrapping them up and in. And flex the spine. And turn out and extend the leg, looking in front of you. Flex the spine. And turn out, going into extension. And flex. And extend. And flex. This time you're going to tuck your toes under with your back foot. And as you extend, you're going to reach up like you're in a downward dog. Okay, this time you can push back, kind of keep your head more in line. And flex, don't put that knee down. And then to think of reaching the toe up to the ceiling. And flex. Don't put the knee down. And reach. Last one, flex. and lengthen up. And then you're going to bring this foot down so you're in your downward dog. Think of pushing the floor away with your hands. Armpits reaching down towards the floor while your ribs and your hip bones are still connected. And then come back to your hands and knees. Let's start on the other side. So you're going to flex that leg in. As you reach it out, reaching the toes back, you can turn the leg out and look in front of you. Rounding the spine and extending the spine. And flex and extend. Pull the leg in and reaching out. Reach through your toes, reach through your heel. This time, tuck the back foot under. Round the spine. Bring your weight backwards a little bit. Reach the toe up to the ceiling. Rounding in. And rock back. Push the floor away with your hands. Rounding in, you rock forward a little bit. And then go back towards your foot that's on the floor. Once more, flexing in and lengthening that leg. Bring the legs down in your downward dog. Push back even farther into your heels. Feel like your heels are reaching down towards the floor. And then come down into child's pose. Lay down on your side. Hinge at your hips to bring your legs a little bit in front of your body. Flex the feet. Check and make sure your legs are level with each other. Don't sink this way. So you want to lengthen out through this top hip. Lift this leg up. We're going to start with our leg kicks. You're going to go forwards. Reaching down and away. Point your foot. You bring it slightly behind yourself, but I'm keeping these hips level and parallel. And double kick forward. Inhale, stretch and reach back. You want to really hold on to your abdominals so you almost get a stretch here through the front of the hip. And flex, flex, point and reach. And once more, flex, flex, point to the back. You can keep going like this or make it a little more challenging by adding an arm. So as you flex, you're going to sweep this arm back and roll your shoulder blades down towards the floor. Then the arm's going to come overhead as you point, and you're going to reach out in front of you. So there's a little twist happening through the body now. And flex, flex, and point. So your arm and leg are going in opposite directions. Flex, flex, reach around, point those toes, lengthen and stretch through the body. Last one. Flex, flex, and reaching forwards. Good. And then come in. You're going to stack your legs up. So my head, spine, hips, feet are all in line, knees in front of the body. Put this hand on the hip, and you're going to open your knees and close. So now we're just trying to isolate our deep outward rotators. So you want to really feel these little muscles back here pinching together to help open that leg. Try to keep the quads and the hip flexors as relaxed as possible. Open the knee and close. Open the knee and close. I'm also thinking about this hip lengthening down away from my shoulder. Open and close. And open and close. Lengthen the legs out straight. You're going to rotate the bottom leg out, rotate the top leg out. So now we're in a turned out position. I'm going to do a développé up to the ceiling. Place this hand in front of you for a little bit of extra stability. So I draw a line up to my retiré. Then I'm going to crease in the hip socket here. Bring this leg up, extending out, and then sweep. As I go down, I'm going to flex the foot so I get that length through the heel. Point the toes, draw a line up, crease the hip, lifting it up higher, Extend. Make sure that your foot is staying in front of your knee here so you're not turning yourself in. And then flex on your way down. Let's do 2 more développés. Point. Flexing the hip here. Reaching that leg out. Flex the foot as you lengthen down away from the body. Last one. Bring the legs slightly in front of the body. Flex the feet, lengthening out through this hip. Lift the leg. We're going to start with the kick by itself. Kick forward, forward. Point the toes and reach back, keeping these hips stacked up. And flex, flex. Reach through the toes. Nice long leg here. Flex, flex, and point. And flex, flex. Reaching down through those toes. Let's add the arm circles if you would like. So we're going to sweep back, lengthening out, come up and over. Arm and legs are reaching in opposite directions. And flex, flex, and point. And flex, flex. Reaching around, pointing the toes. And last one. Come around. And then pull everything in. So we have knees in front of the body. Place your hand on your hip. Open the knees and close. Really try to activate from this rotator back here. And let other muscles relax as much as possible. Open the knee and close. Open and close. Let's do 2 more. Open and close. And open and close. Lengthen the legs down. Place the hand in front of you. Turn both legs out. Feel that little extra squeeze with the rotators. Check your abdominal connections. We have rib and hip, rib and hip. You want to connect them on both sides. Belly button going backwards. Développé up. Flexing at the hip. Make sure the foot is slightly in front of the knee, not behind, otherwise you're turned in. Extend the leg out. And flex as you lower. Drawing a line up. Lift up towards the ceiling. And flex to lower, lengthening out through that heel. And développé up. Reaching out. Last one. Lay down on your stomach. Let's work on the double leg kick. So you're going to stack your hands up to your forehead. Legs are together and parallel. Legs come up with 3 kicks. 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to lengthen them out. Separate and turn out. Arms sweep around. So kind of like what we did earlier, we're just adding on with the leg kicks here. Belly button pulls up towards the ceiling as you go 1, 2, 3, and lengthen. Return to the floor. And 1, 2, 3. Lengthen. Turning the legs out slightly. Return to the floor. And 1, 2, 3. Lengthen. This time you're going to place the hands on the low back. We're going to do a variation here. Elbows rest down. So we do kick 1, 2, 3. Lengthen up. Look forwards with your eyes. And then you're going to turn your head to the opposite side. And 1, 2, 3. Lengthen, look forwards, and turn your head back to the first side. 1, 2, 3. Lengthen out. And stack up the hands. Last time. 2, 3. Lengthen and come in. From here, just push back into your child's pose. Walk the hands out to plank. Rock forwards, rock back. So we're keeping a nice flat plank, but we're just flexing at the ankles here. So we go forwards and back. Come forwards a little bit. As you go back, you're going to pick up your top foot. Try to keep your knees level. And then come forwards, put it down. Pick up the other foot and down. Rock back, rock forwards, rock back, rock forwards, rock back, rock forwards, rock back, rock forwards. From here, you're going to hinge back into your downward dog and come back into your plank. Now we're going to let the shoulder blades come together a little bit, and then we're going to push the floor away. And come together and push away. So try not to have extra movement with the rest of your body. It's really just a small movement happening at the shoulders. Push away once more and push away. Tuck the toes and rest in child's pose. Come back to your plank. You can take a little bit wider hands if that's more comfortable. We're going to go into our push-ups. Ready? 1, push away. 2, 3, 4, 5, one more, 6, and go back to child's pose. Come up to a seated position. Pick your legs up. You can hold under your thighs for now. And you're going to bring your knees and your ankles together or in a small parallel. From here, you're going to let go, reach your fingers out towards your toes. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to lower down a little bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time you're going to lengthen out. If you can, straighten those knees, belly button to spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back into the small position. 5, 4. Try to keep those knees in line with the ankles. 2, 1. Halfway out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Really deepen into those abdominals. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees and place the feet down. Let's do a few stretches. Pull your feet close to you, and then you're going to fold over the legs. If you want a little extra stretch, use your elbows to push your legs closer to the floor. Coming back up. We're going to do a series here, so we're going to gradually move the legs out just a couple of inches each time. And you're going to feel how the stretch changes. Some might be easier, some might be harder. Lengthen up. Bring the legs out a few more inches. Folding over. Maybe you can touch your forehead to your toes. Coming up, a few more inches, and fold over again. Lengthen up, slide the legs out a few more inches. And again, lengthening out. So now the feet might start to come apart, but you're still trying to keep the legs rotated outwards, knees still a little bit bent. For me, it gets a little harder at this point. And let's do one last one. So you're going to lengthen a little more, but legs are still bent here. And fold over. Then we're going to stretch the legs all the way out, flex the feet, lengthen up first, and reach out over the legs, however far you can reach, and hold it. Now take one leg, cross it over, and then you're going to sit up really straight with your spine, spiral the opposite way. Hold this leg or put your elbow in front. You can use this hand to help you spiral more, and even think about your head and your eyes completing the spiral. As you untwist, you're going to open this knee to the side, flex both feet, take the opposite hand, and reach for that little toe or for the outside of your calf. Other side, cross the foot, sit up straight, spiraling around. You can use the elbow if you'd like. And then you want to put pressure here on this elbow to help you spiral the spine more. Untwisting, fold this knee down. Take the opposite hand, cross it over to your calf or to your toes. Open your legs out to a straddle next. We're going to take a reach up and over to one side, lengthening through those fingertips. If you can, flex the foot and grab your toes, looking under this arm. If not, just keep reaching in that direction. Switching to the other side. Feel that length through the arm, through the body, and then flex that foot. Reach towards the toes if you can, and look under the arm. Place your hands in the middle and walk forwards. However far you can go, just hold wherever you're at. Bring the legs together and go ahead and lay down. Bring your left knee into your chest, lengthen your right leg down. You're going to extend this leg up towards the ceiling. If it's still a little bit bent, that's okay. Just go as far as you can. Flex the foot. And then you're going to take the opposite hand. So if your left leg is up, then take your right hand, cross it over to your calf, or you can grab your little toe if you can reach it. And you're going to pull the leg just a few inches across the body. I'm not going to roll, so I don't want this hip to lift right now. I want to keep it down. And you're going to feel more stretch on the outside of this left leg. Then bend the knee. And you're going to switch hands. So now I'm taking my left hand, grabbing my left arch, and then I'm going to push my foot down towards the floor. So it's like my knee is trying to get closer to the floor. Then you're going to lengthen this leg out to do a heel stretch to the side. If you can't hold on to your foot, you can adjust and hold on to another part of your leg to make it easier. Now we're going to sweep this right arm around, and you're going to sweep your left leg. So now I'm arching and bending sideways with my body. This next one's a little tricky, so if this is hard enough for you, then just go ahead and hold this for now. Okay, but if you can reach that left foot with your right hand, go ahead and grab your foot and keep looking up towards the ceiling. So now I feel a lot of stretch along the right side of my body. Then I'm going to swing this leg up and over. You can bend the knee as you pass through. I'm going to bring it in front of me. Now I'm rolling. I'm going to take my free hand here, grab the top of this foot, and pull this leg backwards while I think about trying to straighten my other leg. My shoulder blades are trying to connect to the floor or get as close as possible. So I feel a lot of different things stretching when I do this. I'm feeling my right quadriceps. I'm feeling my left hamstring. There's some twisting stretches in my back. And you're going to let go of everything. Bring your legs back in, and let's just give them a little shake before we do the other side. Shake out the legs. Feel your muscles relax. Then hold on to your right leg. Lengthen your left leg out. Feel that hip relax. Take the leg up, bent or straight. Flex that foot. Take your left hand now, cross over your right leg, and hold on to your calf. Or if you can reach, grab your little toe. I'm going to bring it just a few inches across the body, but I'm not going to move this right hip. So I'm going to keep my pelvis on the ground and just move the leg. Probably won't go very far before you start feeling a stretch here. Coming back, bend that knee a little bit, switch hands, grab the arch of your foot, and then push down towards the floor. We're going to straighten this leg out into the heel stretch, but like we discussed on the other side, you can always adjust to some other part of your leg if that makes the stretch easier. Then take the left arm up and over, sweep the left leg across, getting a nice arch here through the body. If possible, grab your little toes And look under this arm. So I just switched hands. I'm going to take this leg up and over. You can bend it a little bit as it's passing through. Rolling to my side. Take the free hand, grab the top of this foot, pull it backwards. And looking up towards the ceiling. Let go of the legs. And give them out a little shake. Take your legs out to the diagonal. And then you're going to reach them overhead. Go ahead and flex your feet. Just breathe into the stretch. If it's uncomfortable, you can come out of it briefly and then come back into the stretch. See if you can push your heels farther, like you're flexing your feet more. And then slowly roll the spine back down onto the floor. And hug your knees into your chest. Come up and let's go into a lunge. We're going to do a kneeling lunge. So you place your knee down, foot in front of you. And you're going to hinge forwards. You can place your hands on your butt here. Arch back with your head. Place your hands down on the floor and straighten this front leg. If you'd rather, you can also sit down into the stretch with your butt going down onto your heel. From here, slide as far as you can go into your split. If you're not all the way down in your splits yet, just go as far as you can and hold it. And let's go to the other side. Feel this stretch across this hip flexor here. Place the hands down, straighten the front leg. And that's all for today. Great job.